Can you guys see my?
Yes, we can.
So good morning. I am Richard McChinak, a loan or mortgage advisor with Cross Country Mortgage. And what I do is help people get loans to purchase a home or refinance their existing loans on their home to better meet their needs. And a lot of people think that buying a house is complicated, which it is. It can be, a lot of moving parts. But how do we take something complicated and simplify it, because simple is actionable? That's a good mindset to have during your time purchasing a home. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what the markets are currently, just some observation, fun facts, and then at the end answer a couple questions. So that's a long animation. So what does a mortgage advisor do? Basically, I advise take a full analysis on your financial situation currently and how do we best situate and navigate things to make purchasing a home not only possible, but successful. And, it's one of the most prominent ways that people can gain and increase their net worth. It's based on 4 pretty significant areas, general categories. The first one is credit. Credit has a huge impact on any financing. So credit cards, mortgages, auto loans. Having higher credit leads to better financial terms whenever you're talking things or talking money. Income, assets, collateral. So basically, how much money do you make? How much money do you have? And how much money are your collateral or assets worth? Collateral in a mortgage is the home. They're a loan based on a physical asset. And in the current markets, you're hearing a lot of different stories, different opinions, different marketing techniques. But like I said, simple is the way I try and look at things. What's up in the market? Demand. People want to buy houses. People need a place to live. There's more people. They're going to need more houses. Pretty simple. Inventory is down. They're not building as many houses as we need. Despite everybody's best efforts, it's something we're going to constantly have to work for. Home prices are up from not only the demand, the desirability of our area specifically, Sonoma County, but just on a national average. Well, equity, the demand's up, the inventory's down, leads to home prices being higher. There's more people competing for that specific home on an average basis. Equity, same thing as home prices, but when you have a home, it becomes more valuable as time goes by. And interest rates. I'll get to that a little more specifically, but they're definitely up. They're historically at a low, but if you've been shopping for a house for the last year, you will very clearly see the increases of late. This is a just simple, it's a visual diagram of how many people need houses, how many people actually own houses, and then how many people that are renting that could purchase just on a general national basis. So our need for housing just to get to 0 is essentially 3 times or 4 times the actual availability. So if you were going to simplify that, for every 1 house, there's 4 people putting offers on it. Most likely more, as Jolene could probably attest to that. And then this is just an average real estate report card of values historically, currently, and then estimated for Sonoma County. So the median home price in Sonoma County is $733,621, round numbers here, which is up substantially from every year, but over the last 62 years, what you'll see right here, that's from that time, home prices increased 5.69% annually. And then the forecast, 6 to 7% this year, over 5 years. If you compound that, you're looking at a almost 40% increase in value and price. So let's say you buy a house today, 733,000. The year following should, it's anticipated to be worth about 781. And by year 5, you're looking at over $1 million. No, this is not a definitive or concrete thing. Doesn't mean you buy a house today, it's going to be $1 million house. There's lots of other factors, but just speaking on a numbers basis, this is where we're at. And this is why this is a historical chart of mortgage interest rates. And this is why you've received, nice little postcards in the mail. Mortgages are at historical lows, still low. Yes, we definitely are. So back in 1980, we were looking at rates over 18%. This is a couple months old, but this is where we are now. And yes, we're at still historical lows, but over the last year or two, people got used to rates that were just not feasibly maintainably low, which is okay. And we'll be probably back to that point someday, but they're going back up. They fluctuate. That's part of how things go. And mortgage rate, the significant impact on when you're purchasing is your monthly payment. So higher rate is going to translate into a higher monthly payment. What determines my rate? There's many factors. These are a couple simple, significant ones. The market, credit scores, down payment, loan type, loan structure, loan amount, location, type of home. All those are going to be a factor of your interest rate. And there's me again, super awesome, but I'd like to answer any questions. I've got about a minute left. So if anyone has any questions on just the current markets, what I think, please feel free to ask.
One small question. Are refi rates around the same as, home purchase rates at the moment?
So a refinance rate is going to depend. Two major factors are you taking equity or cash out, or are you not? And they're going to be pretty much the same on a purchase. But if you're taking cash out, it's going to be a higher rate than if you were purchasing a home. I wouldn't, on a general basis, say it's a great time to refi, but there's always a purpose. So it's not as simple as just like, yeah, let's refi. It'd be good to take a look at everything you're doing financially, where you want to be, and then have a plan moving forward.
Great, thanks.
A quick question. Where do you think what is the average interest rate right now, and where do you think it'll go in the next couple of years?
So when people ask me average interest rate right now, I tell them to go to Freddie Mac's website and look that up. I think right now they're showing 5.625 or 5.3, which is a national average. But people are like, well, this lender can do this and this lender can do that. That's Freddie Mac. So, there's two types of conforming loans. That'll give you the national average of all loans. And 6 months ago, we were looking at rates below 3. So they've almost doubled. And I think they will continue to increase up until we can stop inflation and fix our finances.
Do you see a 10% rate anytime soon?
I don't know if it would be soon, but it's possible for sure. Sorry. Any other questions?
Thank you very much, Richard.
Yeah.
Awesome.